What's going on, guys? It's Asthmatic here, and I have got to talk about this controller. This is looking amazing. Phil Spencer just tweeted out about the, I guess I'm going to call it the Xbox One Elite Forza Motorsport 4GT controller. So it's an Elite controller, but it is blue, and in a beautiful blue at that. It's got, I'm looking at the picture of it right here. I'll have pictures in the description. The left thumbstick has limiters on it, so it only goes left and right. And then it's actually not a circle, it's shaped like the same shape as the steering wheel in the GT. It's got the Forza logo on it. It's flat and then angled up on the sides. Kind of looks like a skateboard deck. There you go, that's the shape of it. It's a skateboard deck. The right stick is the same. The paddles are actually, they're like vented, it looks like. Apparently they're designed to look like something from the interior of the car, but I don't know that much about the way the interior of the car looks, so I'm not sure. I was thinking originally they probably look like what the pedals on the car look like, but this controller looks amazing, dude. So it's pretty much all, it's all blue, and then the grips on the back are black. Pretty much the whole back side of it's black, except the battery cover is clear, which matches the engine compartment on the real car because that's clear, so you can see that engine in there. So on the Ford website, they actually have some specs here about the controller. So I want to go through and read some of these off. Sorry about the glare on my glasses because I know I'm looking at my computer screen right here. So you've got a carbon fiber case, or case parts, which creates rigidity yet lightness in the controller, which is going to be really cool because the standard Elite controller is a little bit heavier than your regular controller. So it's going to be nice that this one's a little bit lighter because it'll just, be lighter in your hands. It'll feel nicer. So you've got custom metallic paint job matte to match Ford specifications. So this is, I'm assuming, the actual Ford official manufacturer blue here, which if these pictures are anywhere close to what this thing looks like in real life, this controller is beautiful. Left thumbstick, like I said, the shape is inspired by the GT steering wheel and angled towards the player for a more ergonomic experience. A horizontal movement limiter also ensures efficiency and accuracy in steering. So, like anybody knows, like anytime you're playing Forza, you're always focused, obviously, on going left and right. But I always kind of get that feeling like when you're pulling all the way left, you can sort of push up and down. And I'm like, am I really all the way left? Am I really getting the most out of this thumbstick in terms of absolutely pushing all my force towards turning this car? And with this controller, you always will be because it's got limiters, so it only goes left or right. So you know what you're doing, and that everything that you want, exactly where you want the car to turn, that's where you're going to be pushing it with this controller. Custom paddles, okay, here we go. Inspired by the steering column paddles. Oh, okay, so they're inspired by the actual paddle shifters in the car. Inspired by the steering column paddle shifters on the GT, program on to shift up, shift down, or even engage the clutch. Yeah, because with the Elite controller, on the inside, I'm assuming like the software of this controller is going to be the same as the regular black Elite controller. So it's going to have, through the Xbox One, through the Xbox Accessories app, it's going to have unlimited customization. So you're going to be able to set this thing up exactly the way that you want. You've got a see-through battery door and custom battery pack inspired by the engine compartment and the EcoBoost V6 engine. So yeah, looking at the pictures here, it's a clear door, and then on the inside it actually says GT on it, and I mean, it looks like you're looking at the cover to an engine block. It's super cool. And then the last point here, which might be my favorite part, honestly, cutaway brake and accelerator triggers reveal the impulse motors that give Forza Motorsport 6 its realistic feel. Now, the bottom of the thumbstick, of the triggers, so the bottom, like right in here, like anywhere below where my thumbnail is open. It's cut away, so you can see the actual inside of the controller right there, and then on the face of it, there's holes cut out in it, and these things look amazing, dude. And on my favorite part of this controller is on the left thumbstick, or excuse me, man, I keep screwing up. On the left trigger, which is by default the braking trigger, they have the Brembo logo on there, which that just seals it. It's like, man, this controller is sick. And when you see that, it's like, man, they went all out on this thing. This controller is a gem. This controller is so awesome. This is the thing that Forza Motorsport fans really deserve, because people pour so much into this game, from Dan Greenewald and the whole team over at Turn 10, everything they pour into making this game be, on a software side, the most realistic it can be, the most accurate representation of these real vehicles on these real tracks. Everything they pour into it if you're using a regular controller, you still get an amazing experience out of this. If you're using an Elite controller, you're going to get an even better experience out of this because you're able to fine-tune all the way down to your vibration motors with really feeling how you feel the way the car moves around. Even just through this, not even a force feedback steering wheel, just through this, you can get a sense of what the car's doing, and the car can really talk to you through your controller. With these, with the Elite controllers, you're going to get that even more. And with this left thumbstick giving you an even better ability to more precisely steer your car, dude, this is it. If you're a Forza Motorsport fan, if this is the game series that you love, be on the lookout for this controller. I'm literally recording this video minutes after seeing that it exists, that it's been announced, and I am currently on my game finding out whether or not this is something that's going to be released to the public or if this is just a one-off thing that they're doing at the SEMA show. I really, really hope we can get our hands on this thing because the Elite controller before, honestly, my primary reason to want to have one was so that I could do a video for it, do a review of it here on the channel and let you guys know about it. This controller, I want to play. This is the one that, like, $150 price tag looks a lot lower in my book because this controller is a work of art. And I mean that from a visual perspective, from a technical perspective, and given the fact that this is going to give me a better ability to play Forza, which I feel like the game really needs this hardware. Because like I said before, the team put so much into making the software of this game amazing, making it the best simulation that they could possibly make, the best simulation on the market. And it really needs great hardware to back it up. That's why I've played a lot of games with a lot of driving games with a force feedback steering wheel in the past. I don't have one for the Xbox One yet. That's why I haven't been playing Forza 6. This controller is the middle ground. This controller is, yeah, I don't have a steering wheel, but this is it. I'm going to stop talking now because I'm just going to ramble on for hours about this thing. I'm going to be on my game finding out whether or not we're going to be able to get our hands on one of these. Follow me at Asthmatic117 on Twitter to get the latest as I find out, as it happens. Thank you guys so much. Be on the lookout for this controller. This thing is awesome. Thanks, guys.